finest as well in terms of casting. Shoutouts to him, always fantastic. And getting right here into game number 1 of this set on PS2, Falco versus Ganondorf. This is definitely not the most common matchup you see in Ultimate.
Let me set the stage here, right? Both of these players, in general, I've seen, they are very, very slept on, right? SeaBass, because of his character, he's obviously playing the worst character in the game. And Rondor, because sometimes he tends to be inconsistent with his results, right? I've been seeing lately, though, both these two players have been getting really good results, really good wins, and on top of their game. So I'm really excited to see how these two go at it. Already, though, Rondor finding a nice skip on SeaBass. Only 15%, the damage is going up. SeaBass got to be careful here.
And what we saw that first stock, right, was textbook playing the matchup. Once Ganon loses neutral, he should theoretically never be able to reset unless you overextend just like that, in which case SeaBass is going to find a stock, evening it up, right up, but this could be an opportunity for Rondor to just maintain that lead.
Yeah, you make one wrong option against SeaBass and you're absolutely out of there. Rondor trying to pressure off stage here. Gotta be a little careful here because just like that, you're stuck in a Oh, no, never mind. Recovering it right to ledge there. Rondor hanging in at 84%. SeaBass trying to take stock of SeaBass. That down air is going to do it though. Rondor hanging on to that lead. SeaBass on his last stock of game 1.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a struggle for Ganon, even though Falco doesn't necessarily have the speed of some of the other characters in this cast. His combos, the way Laser interacts with Ganon, and just the amount of space he can control off stage with how active his hitboxes are can make it really hard for Ganon to get back to stage. However, SeaBass just hasn't been caring, really just willing to scrap, find these hits, and really make a lot of callouts on Rondor. However, just at the end of the day, this is Falco Ganon, and this is a brutal matchup.
Happening?
That's crazy, dude.
What a reversal right there. SeaBass still hanging at 108%. Rondor's got to be so careful here because you're in last knock situation against a Ganon with rage. Anything could happen. Finding that up tilt the back air though. You got SeaBass off stage here. Make sure not to overextend because you have a stock in. There you go. Exactly just like that. Catching the normal get up. Up smash coming out. Rondor taking game 1 with a JV2 stock.
Yeah, no, that was some really solid play by Rondor in terms of, you know, just finding his conversions, saying, hey, this is the matchup, I'm gonna play it. SeaBass, though, playing really well on his own, in his own right, finding those interactions, managing to keep it close, and punishing every single overextension that Rondor had, finding a win, consistent damage, and a stock every single time, which is where Ganon gets scary, right? If you don't respect Ganon properly, if you overextend, if you get too confident, or if you get too scared, Ganon is just one of those characters that's going to break your mental like no other. And SeaBass has definitely shown that he has that in him. Rondor has to be careful, even though he had that convincing win in game 1.
He got that Dorf in him, bro. Don't ever doubt the man, the myth, the Ganon, already 95% on Rondor. He's got to be careful here. Oh, gets clipped by that up smash. The shield, so much damage to your shield. Rondor's still hanging on there, 108%. Really handy hit from Ganondorf to take the stock here. Trying to find an opening, but it's got to be so scary as SeaBass is constantly throwing out all these hitboxes. Finally finding that up throw, but immediately getting thrown back by the forward air. SeaBass claiming the lead in this game too.
Yeah, Momo, that was a fantastic first stock from SeaBass. The counter pick to Smashville coming in huge for him here. Rondor kind of can't take the space to get away from Ganon, and Ganon can be terrifying in a situation like that, but it also, the downside is you can't get away from him either. Finding the coast to coast, taking that stock from 0 just like nothing, and just like that whole lead SeaBass worked so hard for is just gone.
Rondor looking kind of cute with these Falco combos right now. A double forward air sending SeaBass off, and now getting this damage all the way back up, trying to even up the stock count right now. SeaBass holding Rondor at this ledge, getting hit by the back hit of Nair. Oh, not able to find that back air though. Rondor learned his lesson there, not going to neutral get up there. 90% on the board from this Falco. Oh, basically any Feral will take a stock here. Rondor finding that up throw into back air, trying to close the stock here, going super deep for that down air. No spike, but he finds it regardless. Once again, Rondor has SeaBass on his final stock of game 2.
Against a character like Ganon, right, you can go super deep for that there, because if they up you and you get grabbed, you're probably you're far enough away that you might still be able to tech on stage there. However, Ganon still probably can't recover anyway, so it's just a body block, but also Dare, right, sweet spot, sour spot, and yeah, right, again, that Dare threatening so much, you can't get hit by the sweet or sour spot because of how predictable Ganon's recovery is and how poor it is. So Rondor, both of the players, despite that 2-0 in favor of Rondor, did a really good job. But at the end of the day, right, this is just the Ganon Falco matchup, and if the two players are even and you can't shake your opponent as Ganon, you're in for a bad day, and that's really what SeaBass found against Rondor there.
SeaBass was keeping it relatively close towards the beginning, catching the one or two wrong options being played by Rondor, but overall, Rondor was playing this very, very clean. Like of course he teched in the wrong way once. He picked the wrong option to ledge once or twice, but overall he knew exactly what you do. You gotta don't interact with the character and just kind of like float around that danger zone. And once you find that opening, take full advantage. And he definitely did, right? He found those up throws, he found those up airs exactly as he needed, and he got the damage exactly as he did. That's how he got the set count 2-0.
Exactly.